All right.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So you look good.
Thank you.
Look very good. So hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to today's session of Business Beyond Skills. I am Ayla Oluwajumoke, and I am beyond excited to have you all here today because we're diving into something that can make or break your business, and it's called marketing. Quickly, Business Beyond Skills is an initiative of Sassy Saint Craft Company where we delve into entrepreneurship and craftsmanship, into the art of entrepreneurship and craftsmanship. Our vision is to build excellent minds in the business of crafts. And every month we invite intelligent minds over dealing in different topics that helps our vision come to life. And if you believe there's a topic we should talk about, please kindly share with us and we will put it into consideration. So today's theme is the place of marketing in your business. Let's get real for a second. Um, how many of you have poured your heart, soul, and a good chunk of sleep into your business? And at the end of the day, you're wondering why nobody is buying. It's frustrating. I know that because I've been in that shoes before. And the truth is this, you can't blame people for not buying if they don't know what you are selling. And that's where the magic of marketing comes in. So what is marketing? Does it start with just trying to make a sale? Is there a specific way to do it? Or do we really need to dance on TikTok to get people's attention? Because I, for one, know I cannot do that. So, is there actually a structure to it? Is there a proper way to do marketing? Is there a wrong or right way to do marketing? Today, we're going to be tackling these questions head on. We're going to explore the what, the how, the when, and the who of marketing. Because if you can crack that code, you are on your way to turning your craft into something truly sustainable. And don't worry, today's session is not to start putting jargons out there and making you feel like you need to reinvent the wheel. Because at the end of the day, we are just human beings trying to make ends meet. So we don't need to give you the textbook materials and start trying to make you feel like you actually need to start doing something out of the ordinary. The marketing we're going to be sharing, the ways of marketing we're going to be sharing today is going to spur you to see how simple things can actually become the major thing of your business and how you can be in the game and be sustainable in that game for a long time and for a long period. There's something here for everyone. And we got a marketing expert with us here today. My very good friend, Mercy Dairo. She's a marketing professional and she knows her onions. Actually, she has been in the field for a very, very long time. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself. She has been practicing and she has more than mingled with the customers. Thank you, Ma, for being here. And I'm excited as you can see. So let's dive in today. While she introduces herself, I'll just want her to go into what marketing means and what role does it play in the success of a business.
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Mercy Dairo. I'm a trade marketing manager for presently for a seasoning company. It's an imported product, Senegalese product, and seasoning, as we know, are various types, but ours is in cubes, like the Maggi Star that we all know. So that's what I sell. I'm a marketer. So I have up to like 8 years experience in marketing, and I've worked in an FMCG company, fast moving consumable goods, and I've worked I've worked in I've ability working in other company, international company, and we have various products. It is but the aspect I am into is the seasoning part. We have toiletries, we have confectionaries, we have electronics, Tamaku, one of the products from Ava. We basically sell for producers. We don't produce. So I am in the marketing part to support the sales team achieve the company's goal. So today, thank you for having me, Jumoke Ayinla. uh, I will say this is not what we're going to talk about today is not a law, like I would say it's not a law, like that's how everything is in
It's
marketing.
not past
Marketing
also.
is, yes, marketing is very wide, and every time there's always a new way to market. You don't follow the same way every time, and there are various types of marketing. They're marketing for products, which are physical products, and they're marketing for services, and which I can tell you that there's a different way you market a service to customer and the way you market a product that they can see physically to a customer. So what we're going to be talking about is generic, like you can use it for service, you can use it for product,
Product.
but I'll still shift towards the product parts as well because um, that's where my strength is. I personally don't like to take any job. I'm not taking any job on service. The first job I took on service was when I just entered the job, search the job community. Like after NYC, I was offered mutual benefits. I did insurance. So that is the only first time. And actually did a bit where from there I went to market insurance in a company before they employed me because of the way I did my presentation to sell insurance.
Uh,
So from there I continued in product marketing. I don't really do services. But I believe that after today, after discussion and everything we're going to talk about, because it's not going to be just what I say, it's going to
mhm.
be what we're all going to know today at the end of the day. So let me just say that I have some things written on marketing, and I'll still tell you with experience and chip in some other things as we go on. So, what is marketing? Basically, the topic is the place of marketing in your business. So, as a small business or as a big business, you need a way to attract or lure customers to your product and services. What, what is marketing? Marketing is a complex and in-depth tool you can use to promote your business. It's an in-depth tool. Remember that part. When done right, you can benefit from increased sales, improved reputation, and brand awareness, and better customer rates. Of course, there are many strategies to choose from. So we recommend combining a list of few approaches to see the results. As I said, marketing is very wide. There are various ways of marketing a product, and customers as well determine the way you market to them. Now,
Mhm.
marketing is basically is mainly creating awareness for your products and services. It's the process of creating and delivering value-based arguments for your offerings. What are you offering the customer? How do you argue the reason why the customer has to buy that product? That is marketing. It's not just bring your money. No. The value the person is going to get from that product matters. And those are the kind of things you need to sell, market the customer. The main purpose is to help convert consumers into customers. People that
Mm.
consume the product, are they just consuming it once, or did they become a customer whereby they can always refer you, come back again? You
Yeah.
understand? Not just a one-time purchase. The goal of marketing is to convince a person that your product is worth investing in, establish brand loyalties, and increase overall sales. I know everybody wants to make sales. That's always the main thing about marketing. That's why marketing and sales are same, but basically not same. Why did I say so? Marketing caters more to building brand awareness. In words, getting your company's name out there in a sea of competitors. Marketing is building brand awareness. in a sea of competitors. There are other reasons, there are other products, same as yours, maybe even better than yours, but to attract that customer to come to you to buy your products is what we are talking about in marketing. Why sales, on the other hand, is about completing a deal and turning it into value for money. But marketing is building awareness. When the customer buys or not,
Mm.
call the name
Okay, so
of
is
your
it
product.
possible to, is it
You basically
possible,
call
what
your
you're saying is, sorry about that. So what you're saying is it's possible to actually be very good, your brand and your business is very good in marketing, but sometimes it may not translate to sales.
Yes, that's why I said marketing is brand awareness, because sometimes you can do marketing and the customer does not buy immediately, does not buy in a month. But when the customer wants to now buy the product, who does the customer remember to call?
You.
Is your brand, because the way you market
Okay.
the product, that is marketing. Marketing is just, oh, you not buy, okay, I'm not creating any um long lasting awareness.
Expression.
Yes, for the person to remember that this brand. I can use an example now. Use like seasoning. When I was introducing my product, I said like no on Maggi Star. Do you know why? Because there's nobody that will say you have not heard of no or Maggi Star. When all these children, when they go and buy seasoning, even I can tell you that not everybody knows that the whole product is called seasoning and not
True.
Maggi.
True.
People
True.
People say, I want to buy Maggi. Before you now say which one,
Which
and I tell you
one?
star or no. But
Yeah.
that word
True.
seasoning is not a common word. So how do you get people to actually go to those your market and your sellers, retailers, wholesalers, and ask for your product instead of asking for the other brand? That is what
Mm.
marketing helps you to do.
Mm.
So
Mm.
that is why I can say that sometimes it's not just only immediate purchase. It is future benefits from marketing that matters. Marketing does not give you immediate, some give you immediate returns, but some don't give you immediate returns. But it will give you future increase in your returns, definitely, if you're ready to give your marketing plan all the energy and strength it needs. You will definitely reap from it. So
Mm.
I can say like my product is 5 years presently in the market. And when we came into Nigeria, I started with the product launch. They started in the East. And what do? We did activations. Activations is recruitment of food soldiers, promoters to visit households. You can imagine when you have over 50 promoters, food soldiers in a community moving around. The next, what are you doing? What are you selling? What are you doing? What are you selling? That awareness is being created. Do you understand?
Yes.
That we are using music, which is called stage music, or we are drumming, or we are dancing on the streets. Those are what we call awareness. When the woman wants to buy seasoning next time, you say that company that came, those people that came the other day,
Mm.
what is their name?
Mm.
She goes to the woman's shop. Yes, that product they say that they are selling that is a new product, but it's very nice. She may not remember the name, but she remembers the activities.
Mm.
She can remember the color. That is
Yeah.
part of it. Or we do sampling. So I'm indirectly diving into types of
Yeah.
marketing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yes.
listening.
So we do sampling for products. I can tell you that even the big brands, the Blue Bands, the seasoning, the Indomie, they still do marketing. Why? Because they want to retain that memory in the minds of people. They don't want you to forget their names. It is called neighborhood, like it's a neighborhood name, it's called neighborhood name, whereby everywhere, every corner, you are thinking of them. Anywhere you hear, maybe the first word is mangi. What do you think next? No. first? Maybe
No.
no.
Yeah, no.
So why? Well, you can still see no still out there marketing. They're already a household name. They are big, they are wide, but they still keep doing marketing. Why? Because it is very important.
Important.
They may do it in various ways, but they have to keep doing it. So marketing is not just a one-time thing. As I said, it's in depth. It's
So
in depth.
So I have a question on what you just said. You mentioned the big brands and what they do. You said they do side attractions, which are like music. They go out there with food soldiers and get into the field. We have
Sampling.
sampling where they share their products for people to actually check out what it entails. Now, how is that sustainable for a small business? What does a small business have to do that? Because it's possible to do that and we can't sustain it because we're not getting in the profit needed to, because it's not profitable. Remember you said that marketing is just necessarily for brand awareness and it doesn't necessarily turn around to profit immediately. So it's a
Okay.
long time goal, it's a long time work. So
Yeah.
how does that happen? Like for a small business, how is that sustainable? Is there something that we can do within our budgets?
Okay.
Okay,
Now, I would like to
before you
talk about.
answer, let me add the question that somebody asked, which relates to what I just said. Mark said, "What about in a situation whereby you spend so much in marketing your brand, and yet the customers are unable to reach out, and then your business goes bankrupt?" So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I would like to mention that there are various things that determine the type of marketing you do. You not just
Mm,
copy because this brand is doing that, you do that. My own
mm,
company, I said we are 5 years. We are not on Idol the way Biggie is. We are not
mm,
on billboards the way other brands, Maggie Star is. We are not on
mm.
TV. We're not on TV
Wow.
the way you see the adverts. So it is still budget wise, but still you have to determine which one to use.
What's
So
best? Mm,
maybe Mark may have invested a lot in the area of marketing that will not actually work for his type of products. That's what brings me to this topic now. If you want to jump on the marketing train with your small business, a good first step is to consider the 4 P's of marketing. There's something called four
mm.
P's of marketing. Now, we talk about the products.
The
What are you
products, the
offering
price, the people,
to
and the
the
place.
place? Exactly. You need to review that very well before you decide the type of marketing.
Mm, mm,
So now, the products, what are you offering? It can be physical products, digital items, service, events, or experience. Identify the key features of your products, and define what makes it unique in your market. I can use
mm.
my product as an example. We do wet sampling. Wet sampling is we prepare food with the seasoning. What do we use seasoning for? It's to prepare food.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of marketing that we put our strength into. My boss can do, he can approve 1,000 food soldiers to market in an area than if we approve for a billboard. Why?
Mm,
Billboard
mm,
is, we do billboard, we actually started doing billboard later, but we started from a place where we can meet our final consumers, and which, that's why we did the food soldiers, the neighborhood sampling, the offers
mm,
of free samples, cooking of food, giving of the physical food, cooked one. We did final consumers. That is, we met the people that are going to taste the product and go back to the market to buy from the retailers.
fine.
If those retailers don't sell, if we offer them to buy at a cheaper rate and give them good price, profit and everything, they will buy. But who comes to buy
True.
from them? Those consumers.
Mm,
So we went to the consumers, we did the retailers' benefits, but we went to those consumers to actually market them. So that's why I said identify the key features of your products and define what makes it unique in the market. The
mm,
price, what price are you charging for your products? You can't give a high price when you look at the competition. Like now, we um, in the seasoning category, we do what is called price. analysis, we do market survey every month. As those products is increasing, we may not increase because we want to maybe catch the market share that will shift from the increase of their own price to us. But sometimes maybe we are the ones that increase for maybe based on import price because we're not Nigerian based.
Yeah.
But the Nigerian base may not increase because they're not importing, so they're not experiencing any increase in import duties or anything. So you need to know the price to offer. That does not mean we should, like now, if the local producers don't increase, we imported, it may be affecting us, but we have to manage our margin and still be competing in that market, not by increasing. You not just increase your price because import has increased.
Yeah.
You're out of the market. You're
Lose your
totally out of the market.
customers.
Your customers are gone. They've moved to another product. So price is
Yeah.
very important. I know the quality matters because our quality of our product is very unique. It's very unique on its own. The quality matters, but you still need to look at the part of the pricing. The price for a consumer matters. A woman that has 1,000 or 2,000 to cook soup will not use 500 to buy a pack of seasoning when she can
Seasonings.
still
Yeah.
buy for 200. So you need to look at the price in the market, and not because some people, what some businesses, small business does is that when they decide to do marketing, they decide to put that cost that they experience, that they use on the product and increase the price of the product. It does not work like that. Even when you're doing promotion, the consumers believe you're supposed to reduce the price. They will tell you it's a promotion price, so you're supposed to reduce it. So you,
Wow.
as the marketer or the seller, needs to know where to reduce and where to add.
Okay, so
That's why you need to factor in your margin.
what you're saying right now when it comes to pricing is if we're doing marketing, we should not only consider our costing, we should also consider the customers and their purchasing power.
Yes,
Okay.
their purchasing power is very important. We're not asking you to use inferior products, ingredients. We're not asking you to do inferior product at the end of the day. No, but give it at a good cost. You can reduce your margin for the time being, your profit margin. That's where you can cut off from,
Sure.
because you have a future benefit. It is not a
Sure.
present alone. You're going to get your sales. You can get your sales for that day. You can sell 1,000 cartons, but after the 1,000 cartons, what happens next? The next
Yes.
month? Do you sell next month? Do you sell 2 months after? That is the area you need to look at. So you're not just looking at the present alone. You're looking at the future. So let the consumer be able to purchase at the first purchase. And when it comes back and say, but they sold it to me at 10 naira. Why are you selling for 50? They'll tell you that is the promo price at 10 naira. At 10 naira, she could buy it and taste it. 15 naira, she knows the quality already. For 15 naira, she said, okay, still bring it. Is what the product. So now I can talk about place. Where do you sell your products? Some people believe, okay, now I can say physical store or e-commerce. For example, you may have, so where you sell determines where and how you market your products. Where you sell determines where and how you market your products. Are you selling it inside your house and expect people to see? I'll give an example. In my street, in my next state, there's a new outlet. It's an outlet. I see them smoking fish. Before they started smoking fish, I noticed that. I just noticed the place was being built, decorated, and everything. It was really nice. I never knew what they were selling there because there's nothing to present the reason why or what they are selling there. That is part of art. Maybe a poster, a banner. Those are called marketing. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about. So where you sell determines and how you market your product. How do you market your product? Do you assume people should know you sell that product, or you actually put it out there that you're selling this product? Do you have something to show? Do you have a banner? Do you have a website? Do you have a page? Do you have a phone number? Something to show. People don't always assume. They may assume differently. You may have a car. What is on your car? Is it branded that this is what you are selling and everything? How do they reach you? Do they know you based on what you sell? Some people, the hair that they do, the hair that they do or the clothes they sew advertises what they do already. So
True.
you have to be
True.
strategic on your way of marketing. So I can say promotion, which we've like dived into partly, is a mix.
Yes.
How do you get the word out about your products? This is usually a mix of various marketing strategies, including paid advertising, content marketing, social media marketing, below the
Mm.
line marketing, or above the line marketing. Above the line, we talk about adverts on TV because of the cost. When I say above, because
Yeah.
of the cost, maybe
Okay.
billboards, those high price. So below the line are things that you can see, like higher of food soldiers. Those are
Yeah.
like the costs are not.
Below the line. So
So
what?
now
So
I would like
quickly,
to
what
let's. Yeah.
I want you to quickly speak on the let's delve a bit more on the place. So you mentioned something about there are usually two kinds of um place, which is the physical store or the e-commerce. Those are the major ones. But of recent, I realized that there are actually, when people think physical store, which I've been one of those, we think store in terms of shop. We think, okay, we have to actually get a place where we rent and stuff like that. And during a present course, I did a course last month, and they mentioned pop-up shops, especially for people in the crafts industry. And I realized that this is actually a very good one, which is pop-up shops, which is selling in different locations for a very short period of
Yeah.
time, just to show. Because
Yeah,
for
the
someone
remote
like me,
viewing.
that my work space is indoors, is not a walk-in store where you can just walk in and just see what I'm doing. And I'm not ready to get a physical store where you can just walk in, because that takes a lot. And it's something that you can look into. It's something that you can do, which is the pop-up store, which is something I'm going to start doing. But I listened to one YouTube video. It spoke about understanding the concept of assumptions. So most times we usually have our first idea. We usually go with our first idea. And that's if you have a question now, you ask Mercy, what will you wear tomorrow? And maybe they gave a code of
Dress
dressing. Maybe
code.
they said traditional. So you are like, maybe I'll wear Ankara gown. And usually we go with that first option. But when you delve into it the more and you start asking more questions like, what if I don't have Ankara gown? What can I do to still meet up the traditional code, the traditional dressing code? And you come up with, okay, I can actually wear an Ankara t-shirt with a jean. And you realize that, oh, the jean is not allowed in my church. So what can I do to wear the Ankara t-shirt but not wear a jean? You start getting more answers that are not conventional, that actually suits your markets. Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes we just need to keep going and keep diving into those questions, not to follow, because you mentioned something about copying people and just following their marketing strategy. And most times it's not because we want to copy them, it's just because that's like the first answer. We've seen somebody do this,
And you
so
see, and
so
it
this
works
is
for that
this is
person.
it. So this is it. So sometimes we just have to ask more questions. Okay, this person has, like you mentioned, your company that is big enough, but they know their budget cannot carry billboard as at that time.
What are your
So
talking?
they went for food soldiers. It's still part of marketing. Somebody else should not do food soldiers. Somebody else should push towards something else, maybe word of mouth, maybe referral codes or something. But it's usually by asking more questions and digging deeper into what your company can do and what your
Yes.
company needs. So I really want you to speak more on that, because we are all digging it out there, and sometimes it feels like we are doing the same thing every other person is doing just because we are not digging deeper. What do you say about that before we go into what you wanted to go into?
Okay, what I can say about that is, as you said, asking questions, feedbacks matters. What are what made you go into that marketing plan? What made you use that marketing plan? What was the plan? And what did you expect to achieve at the end of the day? Those are the feedbacks that you need to go back into. There's no marketing plan that is being done that you don't need to go get feedback for. It is very, very important. You can go back either to ask the consumers, to even say what do we do in I can say, what do we do when we do activations? We ensure display. Are those people putting the product out there, or is it just because you are around, they put up the product, and when you leave, it's no more there? Do you see your posters still on the walls, or they've removed them? Do you see customers requesting for your products from the retailers or from the source of purchase? Feedbacks are the best way to get, and that's why you keep asking different questions. You not just assume that because I've spent money on billboard, so I'm expecting tons of returns immediately. If those returns don't come, or you get 50%, or you get 80%, or you get 20%, why? What are the 20% looking for that you did not give them? Okay, what did they want? The 80% may say, okay, I appreciated the marketing plan that you used, but I would have preferred if you did it in a different way. Those are the kind of feedbacks you will still get from the market.
Yeah.
So I feel that to tackle that aspect, it's feedback, and I would say that marketing strategies are various types. It's not because this is doing this and you follow suit, it's like you're copying. No, it's not copying. It is more of let me put my legs in the waters as well. Let me see if it works for me. Fine. If it doesn't work for me, then what do I do next? Then you keep asking the question. Even funny enough, there are some marketing strategies that you keep doing that it will get to a point, it will not give you the feedback, the
Results
returns you
that you
need,
expected.
you plan. So you need to change. So you need those feedback. You need to follow up. You need to do your marketing survey. You need to do your marketing visits constantly.
Yeah.
Not just leave the market dry because you appeared in the market today. Tomorrow you don't appear again. The people will forget you. They have many other you have many other competitors that are fighting for that space. That display shelf that you think your product is presently, what makes you think the woman cannot put another thing there? Do you go back to the woman? Do you talk to the woman? Do you feel connected to this woman? Or you just
Yeah.
believe because she bought your product today, she can get a good offer. Companies are offering people different things every day. She can get a better offer from a competitor, and they'll tell her display. We do display and win. Why? Is
Wow.
supposed to be displayed, but you display and win. So you can imagine when you're offering somebody to get TV to display and win. What do you think the man will do first thing in the morning?
It will
She
still
wanted your
display,
product. So people go to the extent that they make it
Okay.
in different shapes, in the form of different active, creative things. The best creative wins the prize. Those are the kind of things that keeps you in the mind of your consumers. So it's
Yeah.
not just doing it once, you're not just doing it twice. It's a continuous thing.
Continuous thing.
Yes, and
Okay.
it's not reputation if you do the same thing, because there are various types of marketing. So what I wanted to do initially was to talk about the different marketing strategies. You understand? So that's what I want
Yeah.
to go to, because
Okay, please go
there are
ahead.
thank you. There's a huge varieties of marketing strategies available to small businesses. Generally, most businesses use a mix of traditional and digital marketing tools to help reach as many people as possible. Let's take a look at some of these popular ideas. So I would say the first one is aggressive marketing. Why do I say
Okay.
aggressive marketing? It's a strategy which uses provocative tactics. You want to get those customers, you need them. So you have to use those tactics to generate a response from your audience. It often involves marketing warfare tactics. So I'm using the war
Business
and the
business is for.
provocative. Yeah, I'm just trying to. But because it's
Yeah.
aggressive, you have to be out there, you have to be there. You don't need to just sit down or feel relaxed about marketing. Where one brand will attack another in order
Oh,
to generate a buzz.
oh.
Some people do that.
Pepsi,
Some may be a positive
Pepsi
way.
and Coke.
Exactly. Some may be a positive, some may be negative.
Yeah.
But what are they
Yeah.
trying to do? To create that buzz. So that's why I
Yeah.
said aggressive. So small businesses, you need to be aggressive about your marketing plan. You don't need to relax and say because the big one have done it, I know, let me don't do it. You do the ones that you can still do, but just be there,
Mm,
be on the mind of the consumer. Now
mm,
let me go on social media. Research estimate that 92% of businesses use social media. We are already in the 21st century. We all know what social media are. There are various social medias you can market your product. Don't relent on just one. Keep pushing on every avenue for social media. Social media marketing is so popular because for the most part, it's free to create an account and post content
mm.
about your brand.
Yeah.
I can say your maybe Facebook, WhatsApp status, WhatsApp messages. People do this link, NSPPD link, is free.
Yeah.
People post it. So
True.
why can't we do that in marketing? Why can't we send people post our links or links showing what we are selling every day? The person should complain that I don't want to see again.
But
But that is aggressive.
how do we balance that with being overbearing? Because there are some that leads to blocking. When you start seeing posts that you're like, kilo days, only you.
No. Okay, I can say your contact on WhatsApp,
Yeah,
maybe somebody you know. So
yeah,
they may not block you. They may probably say something. But when we talk about Facebook adverts, people are um doing social media marketing on Facebook or online, whereby they create content and they post. You don't have to be the same thing. Maybe something creative that the person looks forward to. You know that
mm,
if that advert is attractive, the person will look forward to it. There's a lady online, I can't call her name, but she's on Facebook. Her posts in minutes, she can get 10,000 people views.
you
All
can
she's talking about is
you
her
can
life.
call her name. Is she a good
I
person? If
can't
it's a good
remember.
one, you
She's a
can
very
call
good
her
one
name.
on Facebook. I can't remember her name, but I just go there
Okay,
because of the way I can't remember her name.
okay, no
She's very
problem.
she's creative in her content. Her life is only basically her life. And but what she says, how she does it, makes you want to know what's next. Do you understand?
Mm, yeah.
So sometimes I'll be like, I open my Facebook, it comes up in a minute. I can imagine many posts, people are watching, people are commenting and everything. So be creative about your social media handles, not just having, but not just saying just disturb people with your post and no, do something else. She's not selling anything, no.
Yeah.
All she's doing is her life. Today is her daughter's 6 year birthday, and back to back, she has posted like 5 different short videos. But you can imagine how many people have watched each video already.
Yeah.
So so you can imagine if your own business, you're talking about something fun, something laughable, maybe a joke, maybe a popular joke, but because the person opened it that time, you may say that, oh, this joke, I laugh about it in that moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So something that makes you look forward to going to that page matters a lot. So that
Mm-hmm.
social media is very good for small businesses. It's free, it is out there, it's everybody is practically on it. Even our parents are on social media.
Mm-hmm. True.
The
True.
new generation now on social media, everybody's on social media, and everybody on social media wants something to entertain them at that moment. That's why they go there. If
Yeah.
not, we should all
Yeah.
be reading our books. But because we want something, so instead
Yeah.
of you can do the entertainment at the same time, sell your market. So I
Mm.
would say social media is one. Then I can do content marketing, which I just create content about your products. Don't make people ask before you start doing something about your products. Let them see what product about, why they need to get your product, the quality of a product, what differentiates your product from other products. It may not be something too unique.
Yeah.
Like for my products, we were the first people that did 5 cubes. That was gave us our unique point. Before that brand started doing 5 cubes. But because of the economy, everybody reduced. Yeah. But that was one thing that nobody had. That's
Yeah.
5 gram. That's
Yeah.
5 gram. Then I'd like to say your name, your brand name too matters. Don't give a name that is very difficult for somebody to remember.
To pronounce.
To pronounce or to even remember. My product now is Ami. So if you even remember amen, me, Nigeria, you understand. Before you finish saying it, you already know what you're talking about. AMI,
Yeah.
very easy to remember. So, so you can use no, Mangistar. It's not a long name. So those are the kind of things again. Email marketing. We can do email marketing. You have email of people around you. You can collect emails of contacts. You can collect it through friends and market them through emails. People do that. Even on LinkedIn, emails pops up, different things on your email, adverts. The ones that some companies do may be expensive, whereby you're on the social media and the advert shows on that one too, but it's going to cost you. But the ones that you can do on your own, so
Yeah.
it's still good. Email marketing, you send people emails, is incredibly popular approach with 90% of companies ranking as important to their overall success. That really helps companies. So email marketing. Yes, emails have been around for a long time, but it's still one of the most effective forms of marketing available. And it comes with a low price tag. Because it will not cost you so much to send email, but so I can say actively reaching out to potential customers through ads, direct mail, or email marketing to spark interest immediately or future. This marketing strategy usually consists of sending out mass emails to prospective, current, and former customers. Even your current customer, you need to keep reminding them so that they can refer you to their own friends, refer you to other people. You don't need to just relax about it.
I think
Marketing for promotions. Some people do only end of the year. No, there's Easter, there's Ileya, there's various things like in the next three months.
I
You
think
can
they call it top of the mind marketing. That's the
yes, the terminology they use.
yeah.
So I would like to stroll down to mobile marketing. It goes without saying that everyone has their eyes on their phone. It's very, very important for small businesses. Mobile marketing. Mobile marketing is an excellent way to capture the attention of the audience, often without them realizing that they are being marketed. You capture their audience.
How does that differ from social media marketing? The mobile marketing.
Okay. Like now, I can say by using available tools like location tracking, search engines. You know, when you're on your phone, sometimes you're looking for something. What comes up? Do you name your brand? Like when you're looking for a shoe, you're looking for bag. Do your name come up as an example of where they can locate that thing? Those are the kind of things I'm talking about. Not just creating content too. Businesses are able to customize their marketing campaigns to mobile users. Placing ad on social medias or websites means reaching more potential buyers every day, no matter where they are. So marketing is worldwide. It's not just only restricted to wherever you are alone. Traditional marketing. Why? I can say, as we all know, traditional marketing can still be a critical part of your business, of your small business marketing strategy. Traditional marketing encompasses any marketing effort that ain't online, not online. Like I said, the activations, the promotions, the free sampling, the posters, flyers. Those are traditional marketing things that we do before social media came up. So those are the kind of things that bring memory to your customer that, oh, I've seen this somewhere. Oh, I know this person does this thing. Oh, okay, I saw the poster, I saw the flyer.
So you're saying flyer still works?
Oh, flyer still works. So the flyer still works, but I would say don't as I said, don't do only one for small
Okay.
businesses. Spread your
Okay.
eggs. So Flyer still works on his own part. He has a place he works because not everybody um, goes to the channel that may lead them to
Yeah.
where you are, where
Yeah.
you've marketed your, you
Yeah.
understand? So they still need that flyers to see. So the posters still work, but not as much as before. So don't spend all your budgets on them alone. Spread it. So I can say traditional marketing can include magazines or newspapers advertisements. Funny, the people have forgotten newspaper, but it's still a very good way to market.
Really.
Like now, if you're married now, they don't want to know if you're on social media, you went to post 100 pictures of your marriage. If
Mm.
magazine advert did not carry your picture, your
Yeah.
wedding,
Yeah. Yeah. True.
saying that I've changed my name to so on
Yeah.
on newspaper
Newspaper.
that nobody
Mm.
reads again. So I'll still say it's still a very good way. Billboards, direct mail, and radio or television ads. You can still do television or radio, but I know that because you say small businesses, we should not look into that. That is above the line. So we can do, so as I said, it's a wide one. You can touch each one. Just do your best to touch as many
As you can.
marketing strategies you can use. And always go for feedbacks, always go for survey, always go back. Don't spend the money finish and assume, my account will be bubbling now. It may, if
And
it
it's
bubbles so
not.
much, yeah, that means and you did not go back for feedback. You're just going to enjoy that profit for that time being and nothing comes again afterwards. So please
Wow.
always go back for feedback. That's one of the things we marketers do. We don't just do everything and sit down in the office and say we've sold. No. The salesman keep needs to be receiving customers, new customers, old customers, as much as possible to keep selling the product. So I can also say direct mail, which I've said if you too heavy or digital marketing, consider direct mail. You may have friends, old friends, school friends, new
Mm.
friends. Send them mail. I know it may be a long time you sent your classmates, your secondary school, you
Yeah.
find them on Facebook. So you can send them mail, direct mails to their email address. They open it and they find out that, oh, this is what this person does. So it's still a good one. It's free.
It's
Again,
sweet.
you're sending it's free because why I say it's free is like the contacts are already with you.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure you receive I receive mail from various how will I say they are, like they tell you things that you can do. If you want to your CV, they'll send a mail to you if you want to join so, or you want to do, there are various things that they send by mail. It's free to me because I don't know the people. Some of them I don't even know them. So but they send me the mail. If I open it, if I'm interested, maybe events
Yeah.
pertaining to professional
Yeah.
knowledge, and they send me the
Yeah.
mail. So those are direct mail. Those are kind of things I say that direct mail. So
Yeah.
why can't a small business do that to advertise their products? I open it, I see a lovely bag, and they tell me why the bag is lovely, the quality, the leather, and everything. So if I
Yeah.
want to buy, I may consider the people that sent
Yeah.
me the email
Yeah.
because it will contain the details of everything, the address, the phone number, location,
Yeah.
everything I
The
need.
link. Mm-hmm.
So you
Okay.
can I
So,
know because of, I need to say paid
so
ads, but
it's
you
still
can continue.
parts of it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
no.
I want to ask a question. For marketing now for small business, because small businesses sometimes their team is quite small and they may not have the sales and marketing segment. So is it possible to outsource this part of the company? Like, okay, this I can outsource this to another person, or I can outsource this to a marketing company. Are there marketing companies out there that can do the job for the small businesses and they get paid, or it has to be the small businesses that look for the personnel that would do it and stuff like that? And what does it entail? How do we, so that I can answer the two questions at once? And how do we measure the return on investment at the end of the day? Yes.
Okay. Yes, there are marketing companies out there that do only marketing. There are adverts. They call them you. They are there's marketing companies because some marketing companies do everything and some do just particular parts. Some may do only adverts, radio jingles. They create the jingle for you. They create the advert for you. They get the models and do the whole scene and everything, produce it, and they offer it to you, and you go and use it like that. So there are various marketing companies. You just need to know the area that the area you want the type of marketing you want to use, marketing plan. So you know if that company can give you a good return, not just giving because they're a marketing company and giving them a lot of money.
Yeah.
They'll just take your money, and at the end of the day, you not get any return, but they've done their job because you see them do what you want them to do.
Yeah.
So yes, there are companies that can do that for you, various companies. And you said small business, if they need to get their own personnel to do it, no, you don't need to. Sometimes you can outsource it. But as I said, there are various ones that you, the small business owner, can do on your own. And if you want to outsource that aspect as well, you can. You may just get either a company, but I would say that is like going to cost you more. You can
Yeah.
get the personal person to do the marketing part and work hand in hand with the person, because sales and marketing always work together. So the person can do the sales, one person will do the marketing, but their target is still to sell at the end of the day. So the return.
Okay. Speaking.
But I'm measuring. You talk about the
Yes.
measurement. You have to know. So now, that I said, it has to be those 4 P's. You have to determine at the end of the day, what do you want to achieve. You have to be very specific on what you want to achieve. That will help you to determine your survey questions, and you know if that survey, that promotion will help you. It may not give you the returns presently, because we all have this idea. I know small business, they want to make money quick.
Mm.
That is the idea. So that belief, you have to have that belief that it is not going to give you, like the guy Mark that asked the question. It may not be that the marketing he did was supposed to bankrupt him. No, it maybe he spent too much, but there was supposed to be return. I'm sure if he goes back, he will still get some few customers that are still looking for him and wants to still do business with him.
That's the
So it's
same.
not just present returns alone. Now you can measure, like what we do. We have budgets, marketing budgets, and that marketing budget you align it with your sales, in the sense that the quantity of sales you want to achieve. Is it you want to achieve 100%, but you can always streamline that: 80% visibility, 20% value of money. So now, when you go to that area, did you achieve visibility? Sometimes my boss comes back accusing me for like the marketing in a particular area. I may go to a market and say marketing is not being done here. He's not going to ask how many cartons did the big distributor buy. He's not going
Yeah.
to ask me how many containers did they deliver. That what he's saying, that he got there and there was no visibility of the products, no display,
Yeah.
no show of the product is existing. That is a very big failure in marketing. So you have to have different ways of measuring your marketing returns. It's not just only on value. The other aspect of marketing needs to be considered as well. So I would say you have to break it down. I cannot give you the percentage, because depending on the kind of business, is that service or product, and the kind of products, the years you have of the products, the kind of things you have to put all that things in place, the type of products, the price, all those things that need to be considered before you can place, how will I say it, before you can determine if you got returns for your money. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I got the lesson of understanding. You can use visibility to measure the return, and you can also use value of money. So it's you that would know which goal you want to achieve, and based on
Yes.
those goals would you be able to measure your return on investment? Because as you
Exactly.
said earlier, marketing does not necessarily bring returns immediately, but there are certain things that you can look out for, key things that you can look out for that would
Yes,
tell you, okay, I'm still on the right path. I'm doing the
exactly.
things I'm supposed to do. Okay,
Yes.
I got that. Thank you so much. You mentioned something about sales and marketing working hand in hand. And you said sometimes you may have to get a salesperson and a marketing person working hand in hand to actually achieve the goal of the business. But sometimes I feel like we as a small business, you can't afford to have two people. You can't afford to have sales and also have a marketing aspect. Is it possible to merge them? And is it possible also for, because I know our survey is very important, marketing research is very important for marketing strategy, because everything you do will be an assumption if you have not done your research, if you have not spoken to the people that are supposed to be reached out to. So is that the job of the sales and marketing, or is that the job of the marketing, or can it be merged? Is it possible to merge them and have the one person do that job for the company?
For a small business, one person can do the job for a small business because why I said for a small, because for a big business, a marketer has to be pan Nigeria. Like the person may have to travel to places, may have to, it may not be there to negotiate with the customer for long. Sometimes negotiation is in steps. You don't rush the woman to buy your products. You have to spend hours convincing the person. But marketing, maybe you just need to just go and display, to give gifts, give promo items, and move on. You may not even talk to anybody. So, but for a small business, you can merge the two because I'm a salesperson as well as a marketer. You have to have the experience of both because even in the place of marketing, they'll ask a question that will make you either you're selling to them, you have no choice, you have to still sell.
Yeah.
Because my boss will say, we can't rule the two out. The company that we are distributing, we are giving the product to we sell. We, the
Yeah.
marketers, we sell because we are still based on selling the product at the end of the day. The target is still selling the product. So my budgets are always based on sales and marketing parts. There's quantitative and there's qualitative objective. Qualitative objective and quantitative objective.
Qualitative
So
and
I will
quantitative.
look at my qualitative. Those are the way I put the display, the promo items, the type of gift items I want to use, the the process of the mechanics. How is it going to be done? Is it gifts from retailer to consumers? A salesman is not concerned about that. The way the gift is going to be done, is it in stages? Like some promotions are buy 10 cartons get a gift, or in three purchase you're getting a gift. Those are the things I will still go back and do. I'll give the gift. I'll monitor those sales. But the salesman is just to go to the market, buy, and you get this gift. He may give you the gift depending on the location. He may not be the one to give you the gift, but
Mm,
he has quantity of cartons he needs to sell. So
mm.
for me, it's both ways. That I said it's a teamwork.
It's
I'm helping the
Nigerian.
salesman to sell, and the salesman helping me to, yes, and so it's a teamwork. So
Yeah.
my objectives are always two ways: quantitative and qualitative. So the quantitative is the cartons. How many do I tell my boss we are going to sell during that activation? I'm doing the
Mm.
activation
Like
and I'm selling.
target. Mm.
Exactly. So my target is still based on quantity of the cartons I'm going to sell. It's not
Yeah.
only the visibility, but that aspect needs to be done by who? Me, the marketer.
Okay.
Do you understand? So for a
Yeah.
small business, the person can do both. Just need to know what to do for both sides. And as the business grows, you may have to separate it because you the time you spend for marketing activities, you may not have that time to spend for sales,
The
and you
sales.
need to make your
Mm.
sales. So I don't believe that the person needs both knowledge. If the person can achieve both, fine. If person cannot, you can outsource to somebody to assist in
Mm.
another way.
Okay. So what I got from there is the first thing is you can actually merge the responsibilities, but you have to understand that sometimes the responsibilities might be an overload. So you may have to it's teamwork, so you may have to get more people to actually want to focus on one and another to focus on the second, so that they can with more focus it's easier to reach your goal, because the
Yeah,
more time you're spending on marketing you're not selling, the more time you're spending on sales you're not exactly spending it on marketing. So if you want both to work at its maximum, it's best to employ two individuals. But if you can't, you can merge them, but with the mind of knowing that after later as the business grows, then you can actually separate the two.
yes.
We are we're getting to the end. So somebody mentioned, Ajayi Juwon mentioned, replying to Mark, saying that the marketing was not strategic enough to attract and reach the right niche of people, and that's of course why bankruptcy would happen in such situation. What do you
Exactly.
say about that? You agree, right?
Yes, I do. That's one of where yes, he did not meet the right people, and if he met few people, he gave up quickly. He spent too much on the wrong area of marketing. He should have looked at his four P's. He should have looked at what he can afford at that time and the way to manage that resources. But his expectation, as I said, small business, they're always expecting so much returns from marketing immediately. It does not work that way. As I said, he may even go back and find that there are still customers that are waiting for
Waiting
him. But his own
for
belief
him.
was yes, but his belief is I did not get the millions, so I failed. It is not
I actually,
immediate
I agree.
return.
I agree with that. I agree with that because I know there are times that somebody has marketed something to me, and I'll be expecting the person back, but I wouldn't find the person. I will try to remember how to even get in touch, but I can't. I don't know where
Where you
exactly this
saw
person
it.
just. Yeah, I get. Yeah, yeah. Very true. Very true. And sometimes I feel like we could also market too fast. Like you
Okay.
have so you are is your because your budget is limited, you just pour everything at once. Like you just do it at once, forgetting that
Oh,
is a long-term goal. So instead of
yeah.
spreading it in a way, what I see here is marketing is very strategic. That's what I see.
Yes.
Yeah, like you are, it's more brain work than even field work. If you do the
Yes.
brain work well, it's easier to just go into the field and do the right thing. And I feel like we're going to have another session to really talk about marketing strategies. I know, but we really need to we really need to talk about this. Like, let's just focus on marketing strategies and talk on the different marketing strategies that small companies can employ and
Yes.
use, um, um, and even make into their own. Like,
Their own
yes,
constant use. As I said, there
yes,
are some that
yes,
will be constant, there are some that's periodical. So,
yes. I
like
feel like
us,
it's
we do gift items, we do um, what do they call it? Market discounts, we do rebates, returns. At the end of the month, the customer gets a certain percentage. That is constant monthly. Those are the kind of things that we do. Those are the things that are constant. There are some that festive period you do them. So there are different types of market strategy. You just need to keep doing the right ones and doing it the right way, not just putting all your eggs in one basket or spending all your budgets at once. It is very risky.
wow. Okay, so I'm going to ask you one more question because we're running out of time. So the last thing I'm going to ask, because you are definitely coming back, so no rush. What advice what advice would you give a small business owner who feels overwhelmed by the idea of marketing?
I would say don't feel overwhelmed, because I need people to realize that notion of quick returns in marketing, it is not sales. There's a difference between sales and marketing. You need to understand that. And it's a long time thing. It is not you're going to get returns, you're going to get sales, fine. But after the sales, do they repurchase? That is the strength. If I do a promotion in an area and they no repurchase, the customer, the wholesaler that I supplied 1,000 cartons, do not come back to buy, I failed in my marketing plan. I
Mm-hmm.
failed, because
Mm-hmm.
that's it's going to affect the customer. The customer himself will not come back to buy from me, and the company will realize that I've lost a particular customer. So don't feel overwhelmed. Don't think that because you spend certain amount on marketing this month, you should expect certain amount that same month. No, that returns may come in 2 or 3 months. Some of the benefits we're enjoying in my company as Army product is because of the activations that we've done in the past, when we did not have enough to do the billboard or the adverts. We're not yet doing adverts, but we're having billboards, we're having jingles, we had jingles. The jingle was strategic. We did it in festive period,
Period.
and we did it in 3 languages. We did it in English, Hausa, and Igbo. You have to be strategic as well. You don't just play English jingle. In the East, what we did was in Pidgin. The North was
Mm.
Northern language. So we can't go and do the same thing in the North, be
For
playing English. They
every
won't listen to you.
mm.
You feel that you've done this, you spent money on your ad in creating that jingle, but are they going to listen? The timing you will play those jingles when they're doing some particular events, some particular programs, when they have those marketing men that sell season market, which program did they listen to? We were strategic. We played our jingle during those periods when we were sure that they will always hear. So when you go to the market, you go to them telling us that, I just heard your jingle, I just heard your product. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Creating that. So it has to be strategic. So don't feel overwhelmed. You and spread your eggs. Don't focus on only one area of marketing. Spread it. Use all resources available to you. If it's email, if it's direct sales, if it's jingles, if it's aggressive marketing you want to do, but don't go and spoil another company's name. But you can always do
Yeah.
something to show
Yeah.
that I'm better than that company.
Yeah.
So it's possible. So don't feel overwhelmed. It's marketing is very interesting. Let me not say I love marketing, because it's really, but I enjoy marketing very
Yeah.
well. I enjoy marketing. I don't love, but I enjoy doing it. So
Thank you
I hope
so
my boss
much.
is here. All
I
right. Thank
I
you.
actually I agree with you. It's very true. Marketing is I feel like marketing creates trust. Like the more you market, the more trustworthy you are in the eye of the customer. And remember that you're trying to make a consumer become a customer, which you mentioned at the beginning.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a long term thing. Instead of doing if you have a budget that can take 5 times, instead of doing 5 days a week, which is already 5 times, you can do one this week, one next week, one the longer it is, because people
You
forget
want.
easily. So it's
Yes.
easier to keep reminding them and keep putting them
Be on
top
their
of
face.
the mind, top of the mind. Just be on their at their face and just keep showing. It's something the big. Funny enough, it's something the big brands do a lot.
They
They do
do.
it
It's a
a whole
constant
lot.
thing.
Yes,
They don't
even if
sleep.
you already know them,
Pepsi,
they still keep
Coke,
doing it.
they keep
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah. I think we need to
So
we need to take a cue from them because it's very, very important. And I like the fact that you said we shouldn't put our eggs in one basket. We should try different things because you don't know which would bring the
give
returns
you
that
the response.
is yes, that is very necessary. I'm just going to recap on most of the things that we've spoken about in about a minute, and we would be closing for the day. So if you have any questions, just type it and I would read it out later. So you mentioned I've summarized a bit of it, which is making the consumer become a customer. You said the marketing team is built to support the sales team and is usually an in-depth tool. is an in-depth tool. In other words, it's like the veins in the body. It's a vein that allows the cells to go through. So it must come true from every of your sector. It must come true from every of your office. The customer service is going to be doing marketing. The financial person is doing marketing. How you respond to a customer is already a form of marketing. How
Yes,
you mentioned that how you even present yourself sometimes is already a form of marketing. So every
yes,
aspect of the company is a form of marketing. You have to, it's an in-depth, it has to, the value of the marketing has to speak true in every of the office. That's one of the
yes,
things I picked. And you said the approach that we are going to be using depends very, very much on who your customers are. I think we'll be speaking more on that when we are talking about the marketing strategies that businesses should apply in their company. You mentioned that approaches are dependent on who, so you must do survey. You must know who your customers are. You must know what they want. You must know their purchasing power, because for the 4 P's to work, you have to really understand it. You have to understand the place they are, where they are, how you can actually meet them where they are. You have to understand the price, their purchasing power, if they can afford it, if they can't afford it. Sometimes we are so,
you do
yes, what can you do
to
to
get them
meet
to even
them
try it.
at that purchasing power? And you know,
Yes,
sometimes you can sell to somebody and the person will buy, but the person can't afford to keep buying. So you have to
exactly.
make sure that your customer is somebody that can afford to keep coming back. I know Nigeria is quite tricky when it comes to that because of our pricing mechanism here and the way the economy is for prices and all. But you should be able to find a balance of how you can actually meet. Because I was about to say something. Sometimes the we feel like we have to give the best quality. Sorry to say, sometimes you have to cut down some parts that may not be necessary. Yes, it will be more qualitative and all, but if it's going to increase the price in a way that your customer cannot afford it, you may have to cut down on some things and make sure that it can be as qualitative as they can afford it. It works together. Yeah, you want to say something?
Yes, I can say in that aspect, the first purchase, the person may not give you a profit when they purchase that first one. But by the time they try that product and realize that this is quality, when next they come, that I said that you may get it at 10 naira at the promo price. When they go back to purchase at the years, if the
15.
year is at 15 or 20, they will still want to buy. Why?
Yeah.
Because they tried it and the quality shows. So that increase the price. You can do your increase the price, but not at that point you are trying to make those
To
customers try
sell.
your product. Yes, it is. It's not a good time to increase the price.
Yeah. Okay, so and you also mentioned about promotion and you mentioned about products. So understand that you are supposed to let the people know the key features of your products, because you're selling let's say you're selling air, and you believe everybody is selling air now, they should be able to understand that the air is, no, they don't understand. You speak to your customers in a way that will make them understand what's your value point. What, and then
Yes.
sometimes
What's your
it's not
unique
even
selling point?
yes, and
Sorry.
sometimes it's funny enough, it's not only about your unique selling point. Sometimes it's also about your value chain. Your unique selling point might be integrated in your value chain, how you make that
Yes.
product become what it is. You know,
Yes.
sometimes potato chips is potato chips. There is no two way about it. But if you let people know that I wear black gloves, you know, some people sell just because they wear black gloves. And some
To make their
sell,
potato chips.
some will not sell because they are not wearing. Customers can be funny, but
Yes.
it is what it is. You just, that little thing that you may feel like it doesn't count, it may count in the eye of your customer.
That is the quality
100%,
product.
100%, yeah, 100% authentic. Just because you wrote it on your nylon, you may sell better than the person that is doing the same thing but did not write 100% authentic. So it's
Yes. Or
you
no
have to
sugar. And
no
but they
no
have a little bit of sugar inside.
So you have to put it out there that this is the key features, or these are the things you will get from this my products. So somebody is asking, before we go on, somebody is asking, what if you're into a high margin business? How can you make sure that your customer come back knowing that your product has a long lifespan? Let me try and answer this, then you take the stage, because my business, the footwear I do, has a bit of, it's not that low when it comes to the pricing. And I realized that because of that, people buy, but they come back years after because it has a long lifespan. So if you get my products, my footwear, most times you wear it for like you can wear it for 4 years. I've had people come back after 4 years to say I've been wearing it, but they did not buy after they bought. Like they come back after. Imagine. So for such situation, you have to reach more markets, build your,
Yeah.
like,
Create new
expand your
market.
markets. Know that, okay, if these people don't come back now because it's the turnover, the return turnover is really low, because it takes time for them to really understand that this product is, because of it has long lifespan. That is why the pricing is very high. Before they find out, you are already selling to another clients. That another client may take 3 years, but over time you realize that the timing becomes shorter because you've reached so many people in your market. So I'll just let you to answer that question, and then I would continue the summary.
Okay, based on what you said, it's a long time product. It gives you a long span. That means you need to get marketing strategy that gives you new customers, create new
Quickly.
customers. Those people, referrals from them is very important because they know the value that the person they're referring to will get. So you need to be on the minds of your existing customers and create new customers. You, as I said, uh, you need to use the tools that will give you new customers, because those new customers will take another 4 years to come back. The old ones will meet up, maybe they'll meet up like the next 4 years. But before then, what happens in that space? So the channel you need to use is channel that will give you more customers periodically. So you need to channel your marketing strategy in different ways. Maybe funny enough, you may do promos that will give discount, and realize that those people that are expected to do 4 years will come back within 1 year because of the
Yeah,
promo that you posted.
yeah, true, true,
So it
true.
is not because sometimes, not because they don't want to buy before that 4 years. They may have other designs, other um footwear. Let me use yours. Footwear they will want to still buy. But because of, okay, this price gives me this quality, I can't afford this price right now. I need to divert that money to something else. Oh, I can still manage that shoe for the 4 years. But by the time you offer them something to entice them, is it a promo? Is it something to entice them? Maybe you're adding a particular gift to
Mm-hmm.
the product,
Mm.
like a men's shoe.
Incentive.
Like men's shoe may decide to put the purse.
Yeah.
They may want the purse, they may not want the shoe. They'll buy it because they
Mm-hmm.
want the purse. They don't want the shoe, but they know they're getting quality even though they've spent that amount of money. So
Yeah.
it's a two-way thing. Creating new customers and those existing customers. What do you offer those existing customers that will make them come back?
Come back.
Those are the two areas of market you need to look at. So now your survey at the end of the day will be those old customers. Why are they waiting till 4 years? What can I do for
Mm.
them again to make them come within a year or
Mm.
in 6 months? They may want to present gift to somebody. Why can't they think of my shoe as a gift? They are
Mm.
suggesting they are suggesting party for a friend. Why can't I suggest to them that let's use? I remember the time you were doing live notes when I
Live notes.
had
Yeah.
my boss in the office wanted to do her birthday or something. I suggested live notes because I know the quality of it, and she loved it because it was customized and everything. So I may not buy the live notes that time because I already
Mm-hmm.
had one, but I
Mm-hmm.
could refer for
Refer.
another person to
Mm-hmm.
get. So those are the kind of things that may still get those customers to come back within 6 months or 1 year. So don't just leave your business to be same throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
Nothing attracting the customers, the old customers or the new
Mm.
customers. No, you need to still do something to attract them. You
Mm.
may give discounts not to make money at that time. You may just, you understand? Business is, marketing is very, very interesting. Sometimes you spend all, and sometimes you spend little and
And
get so many
get so
returns.
many returns.
So you need to just be strategic about it.
Mm.
That's why there are various tools to use for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. So I'll just get on. I hope we answered your question, Jumo. So you also mentioned something about brand awareness, which you just re-mentioned again, that it doesn't and that it doesn't give immediate returns. And you said we should not copy marketing strategies from other companies outrightly. We should always try to integrate it to our own customers and try new things and edit along the way, iterate along the way. So questions that you should ask would be, who are my key customers, and where do I sell, that determines where they are. And you mentioned that feedback matters, because from what you just said now, you also mentioned that feedback matters. You do surveys to find out what people actually need, and so many more. I don't want to bore people. Just listen and be listening so that you can learn and take more from the session. Don't forget to like, to share, and to follow this page, and also follow our guests. Our name on Facebook is Mercy Odekwa. Please kindly follow us and alert more people of the events. Take a screenshot, share the lessons you have learned on your social media platforms, and you can follow us on Instagram. My Instagram page is at Sassy Saint NG, and our Instagram page is at Mercy Odekwa. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, Ajayi. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Blessing. Thank you so much, everyone. Just in case I missed your name, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate it. Thank you to our guests, most especially. I really appreciate you. And I look forward to our next topic, which is marketing strategies that business can apply or employ. I hope you will join us at that time also. And if you have topics that you feel we should talk about, please kindly send in those topics and we would get on with it if it aligns with our vision. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Till next time, let's go win some. Take care and bye.